It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, still one of the most recognizable QBs in the game and one of the most fun QBs in his 5th season. It's Gardner Minshew.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm as a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
Minshew looking to throw it right off the bat. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Minshew. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw it. Minshew. To the right side, complete to Taylor. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moving his sticks.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Minshew. The toss here completed to Pittman. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11 yards.
My old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Watson. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson off play action. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Watson. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. No gain, and it's second down. To throw on second is Watson. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Last time, you remember, their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Minshew sets to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and caught it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That good for 22 and a first down. He's off to a great start here this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. And it certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In motion right, Peoples-Jones. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. There's a nice move. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Chubb. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Flowers. This taken in right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Minshew's throw into the hands of Pittman here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless of course you're playing defense.
If you get points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watson on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage protocol and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. On 2nd down, Minshew.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Minshew.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Watson off play action. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll start with a give to Taylor. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Minshew. That is caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Throwing, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A give running right is Chubb.
Down at the 25.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. Chubb again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Kareem Hunt.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Browns have opened the lead up to 30. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Dancing to his left. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the 1st.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Throwing on second down now, Minshew.
Quick slant caught by Pierce.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Time running short here in the fourth quarter. You're down 3 scores. And I think you've got a defense here saying we just need to prevent the home run. So a good, smart offensive coordinator can use that as an advantage. And that's a nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called a zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Minshew. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.